Title: The Diana Nyad Incredible Story of Resilience and Staying Power. In the early morning darkness of September 2, 2013, a lone swimmer waded into the waters off the coast of Havana, Cuba. Her name was Diana Nyad, and at the age of 64, she was about to attempt something that no one had ever accomplished: a 110-mile, non-stop, open-water swim from Cuba to Florida without a shark cage. You heard me right, 110 miles through the Florida Straits. Born on August 22, 1949 in New York City, Nyad grew up with an early passion for swimming. After her family moved to Fort Lauderdale, Florida, she became a competitive swimmer, excelling in backstroke. However, her Olympic dreams were cut short when a heart infection sidelined her in her teens. Despite this setback, Nyad's love for the water never waned, and she transitioned to endurance swimming. Diana Nyad's journey to completing the Cuba to Florida swim was one of determination forged through failure. Over 3 decades earlier, in 1978, a much younger Nyad had tried and failed. 4 more attempts would follow, each thwarted by the unforgiving forces of nature: strong currents, storms, and most terrifying of all, venomous box jellyfish whose stings had brought her to the brink of death. But Nyad was relentless. She often spoke of this goal as more than a swim. It was a battle with her own limits, a refusal to surrender to age or fear. As she swam into the abyss of the Florida Straits, Nyad was accompanied by a team on boats. They navigated, kept watch for sharks, and monitored her health. The support was crucial, but in the water, she was utterly alone. The only sounds were the rhythmic splash of her strokes and her own thoughts echoing in her head. For nearly 53 hours, Nyad swam through treacherous waters. The sun scorched her during the day, and the cold crept into her bones at night. She battled dehydration, extreme fatigue, and hallucinations brought on by exhaustion. Her face was protected by a special mask to prevent jellyfish stings, yet every breath was a fight against salt water and pain. But through it all, Nyad repeated a mantra in her mind: find a way. It was more than a phrase, it was her guiding principle. As the Florida coastline came into view on the 3rd day, the realization began to dawn on her. This time, the currents had not defeated her. The jellyfish had not stopped her. Her body, though battered, had endured. At 1:55 p.m. on September 2nd, she staggered onto the sands of Key West, surrounded by cheering onlookers. Nyad fell to her knees, exhausted but triumphant. She had done it. She had conquered one of the most dangerous and challenging swims in the world. Her first words to the crowd said it all. Diana Nyad, I have 3 messages. 1 is, we should never ever give up. 2 is, you're never too old to chase your dreams. And 3 is, it looks like a solitary sport, but it's a team. Diana Nyad's swim from Cuba to Florida was more than a feat of physical endurance. It was a testament to the unyielding power of the human spirit. She became a symbol for anyone who has ever been told they're too old, too weak, or too late to dream big. Through her determination, she inspired millions, proving that the limits we often accept are not barriers but challenges waiting to be overcome.